So Marvel releases trailers at 2 a.m. now. Guess I'm just never supposed to sleep. Stay constantly glued to this thing. Whatever. I'm really excited to check out this Black Widow trailer. Kind of curious how it'll feel when we've had big ass movies like Endgame. But let's check this out.
I used to have nothing.
Some flashbacks.
And then I got this job. This family. But nothing lasts forever.
No, it doesn't. You gonna jump off a cliff, girl.
I heard you had to leave in a hurry. It's never easy these days. So what are you going to do?
General Ross.
I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past.
I know you're out there.
I know you know I'm out here. So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
Is that what we are?
Blonde Widow.
It's good to see you too, sis.
It's that Winter Soldier action.
What brings you home?
We have unfinished business.
I like the suit.
We have to go back to where it all started.
I love that suit.
Lucky us. One thing's for sure.
Taskmaster.
Still fits. Family. Back together again. You could fit.
We all did. Wow. May 2020. That is not a bad trailer right there. That was actually pretty entertaining. I was very worried. I'm going to go ahead and break down some of these things that I saw in the trailer for you guys, but just my quick thoughts on it. I was kind of worried. It's like, why would we be interested in a Black Widow movie? You know, no offense to the character. I absolutely love it, but I feel like this movie should have been done in phase 2, maybe part of phase 3 early on. It just feels like so much has gone on. We've been so spoiled with movies like Infinity War, Endgame, that when we get smaller movies like a Black Widow, it's like, could it really meet up to that hype level? And now that we know what Black Widow's fate is in the future, does this story even matter? Because obviously she'll make it out of this, because she eventually has to show up in Infinity War and Endgame to jump off a cliff. But some things that I caught here and some things I'll break down for you guys. So yeah, for the timeline, this movie takes place between Civil War and Infinity War. There's said that there's even going to be a scene with Robert Downey Jr. He didn't come back for the movie. It's a deleted scene from Civil War where they're having a conversation at the end of the movie, and then Black Widow explains what she's going to go off and do. So this is between that timeline. This is also going to introduce us to more of her backstory. It takes place in Budapest, so there might be hints to that story we're always getting hints about with Black Widow and Hawkeye, where they're always talking about Budapest. Other things to go in here. So obviously we see where she was trained. There's other Black Widows that she's meeting there. Who knows if they're also named Black Widow. And then you have David Harbour, who's playing a character named Red Guardian. Essentially, Red Guardian is the Russian version of Captain America. I was really curious to how they were going to handle this character, because you hear Russian Captain America and you think, oh, well, this guy's just an even bigger badass. I mean, Russians, that's just the vibe they give off. You remember that meme in Russia? But from what we just saw in the trailer, it looks like he's going to be a bumbling idiot who was maybe once a great Captain America and now he got fat, old, tired. but he puts the suit one more time to fight whatever it is they're fighting. Well, actually, what they are fighting is Taskmaster in this movie. So, very, very excited to see Taskmaster in this movie. He is an interesting villain. If you don't know, Taskmaster is basically a character who has photographic muscle memory. Basically, if he sees you fight him, he can study your movements exactly and copy them. And that's a perfect character for Black Widow to go up against because she's all about hand-to-hand combat. And we just saw how good hand-to-hand combat she has from the beginning of this trailer. Taskmaster has to only see that once, and he knows exactly how to replicate those moves. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a scene in the movie where Taskmaster does nothing but sit down and watch old surveillance cameras of Captain America fighting, Iron Man fighting, Thor fighting, just absorbing all these fighting styles to go up against Black Widow. He's also usually got a sword, a shield. It looks like in this trailer he's got a bow and arrow. Is he maybe fighting Hawkeye in that movie? He's copying his movements, puts that out. I'd be really interested to see Hawkeye in here, but with recent events in his real life history, I don't know if Disney would want to put him in the movie, just saying. Either way though, I am super excited to check this thing out. I will say though, it does feel like a smaller movie. It doesn't feel that big, but I'm willing to check it out. It's a spy thriller. It reminds me a lot of The Winter Soldier. I freaking love The Winter Soldier, so I'm excited to see what you got, Black Widow. It's gonna give me the feelings that you're not in the MCU anymore. Hey, they could even set up that maybe she did something in this movie that lets her live in Infinity War or Endgame that we don't know about. Just saying. But be sure to give me your thoughts on this, guys. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.